This hybrid documentary project is focused on how feminine presenting people are able to outwardly project their self-expression through the medium of interior design. Because of this, it is important to clarify that as the director of this project, I am interested in breaking down an aesthetic that relies on the feminine, but does not solely rely on the feminine experience to thrive. I also feel empowered by these aesthetics, in the inherent glamour and self-assurance that comes with embracing one's girliness, regardless of gender or sexual orientation. Singer and drag artist Trixie Mattel was my first point of reference for this project, becoming a case study for me in how someone can use feminine aesthetics to uplift and guide themselves, especially concerning how visually stimulating the aesthetic can become for a visual medium. Influenced by the likes of Barbie and the superficial campiness of childhood toys, especially those of her namesake, Trixie Mattel has utilized an extremely hyper-feminine aesthetic to influence their drag through the lens of a doll. Drag, such as the goal I have for my participants, requires a level of creativity, encouragement, performativity, and silliness to execute. In regards to how this may influence a physical space, look no further than her office tour videos. Trixie Mattel's makeup company, Trixie Cosmetics, although an office space with industrial linings, the space still finds a way to imbue femininity. The walls of the warehouse have been painted a light pink. The break room has a vintage Rosie O'Donnell doll on display, as well as the many apparel bags the company has launched as a part of their many campaigns, and a collage wall documenting the growth of the company and the community they've fostered. I mention these to give context to the aesthetic of femininity. It is my belief that a visual stimulus is hollow until the viewer imbues meaning into it, and these, sometimes bold, details around the office showcase this ethos. Not only has a devotion to feminine aesthetics been cultivated, but it has informed how an entire community has built upon their workspace to be efficient and fun, while also staying personal and true to who they are. Another point of reference for me for this hybrid documentary project was how the world reacts to this form of self-expression. The 2016 Vice article, Photos of the Fascinating Things Women Keep in Their Bags, photographer Sergei Stolitlev captures a tableau of everyday women's personal items, ranging from 17-year-old student Elena to 62-year-old kindergarten teacher Vera. I viewed these items and the way they were displayed through the context of their workplace and how that impacted their femininity. An example of this can be found contrasting the personal items of 56-year-old jeweler Masha and the 24-year-old administrator Svetlana. Masha chooses to showcase herself as a practical woman with tools for her career always on her. Pliers, glasses, and other materials needed to handle delicate jewelry on her person. However, a softer side can be seen with the scribbles on her notebook, the pendant capturing the spirit of spring from Botticelli's Primavera, and her ladybug keychain. Dasha's desire for an outward feminine aesthetic is subtle, yet remains personal to her. Compare this to Svetlana. Her feminine appearance and bold pink approach to her life and workplace as an admin worker showcase a daring passion for self-expression that informs her everyday life. From the pink umbrella, socks, and pencil case to even a sponge, Svetlana's passion for sustaining her self-identity is exhibited for everyone to witness. Both women have aesthetics that lean into femininity, but from different angles, each as valuable as the other. As a director, I wish to showcase this as the main takeaway, or at least one of them. Feminine aesthetics is an umbrella term that consists of many differing opinions and cultures, all sharing the same devalued reaction from society and the world at large, requiring those who wish to cultivate their femininity to dampen their self-expression over time, to become more mature or professional. This perception can become internalized, even to those who aren't seemingly outwardly affected by it. I will use this internalized femphobia to create an environment on set that have an open mind towards other angles and opinions on feminine aesthetics, countering any negative rhetoric with the importance of open-mindedness and camaraderie with this aforementioned context of the world and its perceptions, transforming the space into a safe space for everyone involved. Finally, an honorable mention that I want to give is the 2024 short documentary Girly by Zoe Black. This follows Zoe, a non-binary filmmaker, on their journey of understanding how their aesthetic can interact with their gender identity. Although it isn't out yet, the trailer is. It struck me as something important to keep in mind for this project, as I personally, as the director, do not have the same experience as everyone else with my own gender. To make sure that the participants feel as if their experiences are going to be showcased in the most authentic and cared for light. Understanding the concept of this film was crucial to me, as it was important to me as a director to make sure that this hybrid documentary project encapsulates a wide variety of experiences, not just ones that I physically have experienced, but ones that I am yet to learn as well as the audience.